Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, we're gonna be talking about my current favorite fall and winter fragrances. If you do not know this already, I am a huge fragrance person. I have so many, I collect them. Fragrances just make me happy. They set the mood, they set the tone, and I'm just overall a really big fan. So I've been trying to do like an updated video for every seasons. I usually group them into spring and summer and fall and winter. So obviously today's video is gonna be all about the colder weather fragrances. Where I live in upstate New York, we have cold and cool weather pretty much from like October till April, so that's why I feel like fall and winter fragrances are more up my alley. I think I have 10 or 11 here to share with you guys, and a lot of them are newer, so if you're looking for some new fragrances to try out, definitely keep watching. And so before we get into the fragrances, I really quickly wanted to share with you guys my jewelry that I'm wearing in today's video. I have a code for you guys finally. So if you are a watcher of my videos, you know these like little dainty pieces that I never take off, like this little coin necklace that I have on and this little dainty bracelet that I wear in literally all of my videos for like the past like I don't even know how long, but they're all from Stone & Strand, and I am obsessed with their brand. They have beautiful, dainty, little, timeless, classy pieces, super high quality. They're a little bit more expensive, but I do have a code for you guys, finally. So it's not a commission code for me, it's just a discount code for you guys, and I thought now was the perfect time to share. So the code is going to be SLETA15, which will get you 15% off on anything, and also it is going to be running for the next few weeks. So it's not forever, but I figure the next few weeks, if you're holiday shopping for your other people or yourself, now is the perfect time. So I will put the exact dates on screen, but it's going to be valid for the next few weeks. So if you guys are looking for some really good high-end jewelry pieces, all of their pieces are real gold, real diamonds, amazing quality. Definitely check them out and definitely use the code now while you still can. So really quick, let me show you guys these pieces up close before we move on to the fragrances. But we have this little zodiac coin necklace, which I'm a Gemini, so I have a Gemini in there, and then this new S initial necklace that is made with these little tiny diamonds, so pretty. And then all of my rings are from them as well. This one I'm obsessed with. Obviously it's diamonds, but it's just so pretty and sparkly when the light hits it, and it's not too much. It's not like over the top or gaudy. And then we just have these little dainty, delicate layering rings. And then lastly, we have my little pave diamond bracelet, which is always on my wrist. Now we're gonna move into the fragrances, and I'm not going in any particular order. They're not ranked, but I think I'm gonna talk about the ones that I've previously mentioned in other videos first, and then we'll move on to the newer ones. So the first one I'm gonna mention is actually kind of like an honorable mention. I love it. I think it smells really nice, but for fall and winter, I like to layer it with something that's a little bit more gourmand. So that is this one from YSL. I call it Libre. I know it's pronounced something else. I don't speak French. I have a terrible upstate New York American accent, so please forgive me and be graceful, gracious, just be kind, okay? So anyways, this is from YSL. This is stunning. I love it. To me, it's a lavender, warm floral note. It has like some orange blossom in there and some musk, but there's definitely a lot of lavender. Not like essential oil lavender, but kind of like the lavender that's in a lot of men's fragrances. And so for me, it leans a little bit masculine. And so the only reason I don't love this for fall and winter is I feel like I need more vanilla. So they recently came out with a newer one, an intense version, which I did try, and it smelled so similar to me that I felt like I didn't need to get it. So what I like to do is I like to layer this with a vanilla fragrance, such as this one, which I will talk about next. This is Kayali Vanilla. I feel like if you already have this one and you want more of like a sweeter note to it, definitely layer it instead of going out and buying the new version, the intense version, unless like you're low. But obviously I still have a lot of this left. So I really love this one. If you're into like a lavender, musky, fresh, but warm scent at the same time, this one is really beautiful. So that was kind of my honorable mention. Next, let's talk about Kayali Vanilla. So I picked this up last year, and I love how this smells. It is a true like amber and vanilla scent. Like it smells so good. It's very warm, kind of like brown sugary. And think of like if Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar had an older, really rich, bougie sister, this would be her. So this one, I will pull up the notes, but I believe it's fairly simple. I believe it's very vanilla and amber because that's what I get out of here. And I don't feel like this smells juvenile at all. I feel like the amber in here makes it a little bit more mature, not like old lady mature, but it keeps it from being like a little girl's vanilla. So the notes of this one are vanilla, orchid, and jasmine, brown sugar, and tonka bean. And the base notes are amber, musk, amberwood, and patchouli. So wait, did anyone of those say vanilla? Oh, vanilla orchid. Okay, well, I definitely would classify this as a like oriental vanilla fragrance. And I love the bottle of the Kayali fragrances. Super pretty and like classy on your vanity. Then the next one I have to mention is this one. I pretty much talk about this every single year, but I just cannot get enough of it. And if you saw my Sephora video, I picked up the Supreme version of this, which is supposed to be more of like a gourmand version, and it has like a blueberry note, which I liked, but when it dried down on my skin, something weird happened and I had to just give it away because it was not working for me. In the initial opening, it was really pretty and kind of sweet, but this one reigns supreme. The Supreme version was not as supreme as the original. So this is just one of my tried and true favorites. It's a sexy, floral, seductive, gourmand, just, I don't even know how to describe it. I always say this, but this reminds me of Armani Code for Men, but a feminine version. So not Armani Code for Women, because that doesn't smell anything like Armani Code for Men to me. This one just has like this masculine cologne vibe to it, to me personally, and I love it. I've had it, I want to say, for like almost 5 years I've been wearing this and I haven't gotten sick of it. So let me pull up the notes for you. There are a lot of notes, I believe. Almond, coffee, bergamot, lemon, tuberose, jasmine, orris, orange blossom, Bulgarian rose, tonka bean, cocoa, vanilla praline, sandalwood, amber, cashmere wood, musk, patchouli, cinnamon, and cedar. So basically, what note is not in here? I mean, whatever. It is working. It is working for them and it's working for me. So this, I think, will forever be in my fall and winter fragrance videos. And then the next fragrance we have is this one from Burberry. I believe this is just called Burberry Brit for her. This is the EDP, and first of all, the packaging of anything Burberry instantly reminds me of fall, that classic plaid print I just associate with fall and winter. So this one is a pretty like old fragrance, like not old, but it's been around for a long time. It's nothing new, but I love it. If you love a almond fragrance, you'll definitely love this. This one, I believe, has pear and almond and tonka bean. It has a really nice creamy element to it. Like in the dry down, it's very creamy. But when you first spray it, it has that bright, fresh fruitiness from the pear. And I think there's lime in there. And it's just like kind of like the perfect everyday scent. I feel like this is not offensive. Like anyone would pretty much like this. And it lasts, to me, on my skin like all day. So this one I've actually just been keeping in my car just as like something to put on if I forgot to put something on, God forbid, or if I just want to freshen up or something like that. This is the one I've been keeping in my car and I just love it. It just has like a sugary almond vibe and it smells so pretty. So the notes of this one are almond, lime, pear, candied almond, sugar, peony, and vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and mahogany. So you'll start to notice that a lot of these notes are similar, but I feel like all these fragrances smell different. Even if the notes sound the same, they don't smell the same. So the next fragrance I want to mention is another favorite from last year. I love this one so much. This one to me is like one of the most edible on the list. So if you want something that smells like a fall or winter dessert or something you would see at like a holiday party on the dessert table, definitely check this one out. It is Vanilla Woods from Seven Virtues. This is a clean brand at Sephora. I believe that all of the ingredients are more on the natural side, so the alcohol comes from like a sugarcane alcohol. And so if you're more sensitive to fragrances, definitely check out this brand. They have a bunch of different scents, but my favorite is the Vanilla Woods. But yeah, this to me just smells like a warm apple crisp with vanilla ice cream on top. It just smells so good. And just, you want to just lick your skin when you have this on. And you probably could because it's like all natural. So according to Sephora's website, the notes for this are fresh pear, rose, Madagascar vanilla, caramel, and warm amber. So all of that creates this yummy, yummy gourmand scent. I don't get the rose in here, and I don't really get the pear. For me, it smells more like apple, but I know apple and pear are kind of similar. But this one, if you're looking for something yummy and want to lick your skin, definitely check this one out. So next, moving on, we have this one from Jean Paul Gaultier, and I have been talking about this one. I believe it was in my October favorites, and it was in a haul recently, and this one is so good. So I feel like it's a little bit more lesser known because you can't find this at Sephora or Ulta, or at least in the United States anyway. So it's a little bit less common, but it smells delicious. So in all of my other videos, I said that this smells like a graham cracker pear cheesecake. For some reason, I get this graham crackery vibe, like a sexual graham cracker. I don't know why, but I believe the notes for this one are very simple. I will double check, but the bottle of this is just absolutely stunning. Like, I just think this is like the epitome of like a classic fall bottle. It's like very like elegant and a little opulent as well, and I just really, really like it. So let me double check on the notes for this, but I believe it's really simple. Yeah, it says the top note is pear, the middle note is vetiver, and the base note is vanilla. So all of that creates La Belle. Did I say it was called La Belle? It's called La Belle. And then next we have this one, which was also mentioned in the same haul as La Belle. And this is Love by Sophia Vergara. And this is just so yummy, and it's so affordable. I believe this is the cheapest one on the list, and it's like a good size bottle. Like, I don't know how many ounces this is. I want to say it's 3.4 ounces, so it's a big bottle, and it's super affordable. And I would say if you like scents like YSL Black Opium, but you thought that one was like a little bit too much or too sweet or just too something, like I thought, definitely check this one out. This one, I have to spray it again because I haven't worn it in a little bit, but it smells so good. I just waved some of that into my eyeball, which is great. Smells so good. It has kind of like this berry vibe and a little hint of coffee, and it's very sweet. I definitely wouldn't wear this like any other time of year because it's very, very sweet, but not like sickly sweet. It just has like this really yummy, almost like kind of maybe like a plum or like a dark juicy fruit like that mixed with coffee and vanilla. I feel like I'm doing a very bad job at describing it other than saying it reminds me of YSL's Black Opium. So the notes for this are passion fruit, green apple, mandarin orange and orange blossom, Colombian coffee, orchid, coffee blossom, orris, magnolia, praline, vanilla, amberwood, and amberette. So obviously there's a lot of notes in here, but what stands out to me is the passion fruit, the coffee and the coffee blossom flower, and the vanilla. So just a nice like juicy vanilla scent. So at this point, you've probably noticed that I like vanilla-based scents, but let's move on to another coffee fragrance. So this is Coffee Break from Maison Margiela's replica line, and I don't actually have any others from this line. I have a rollerball of the Beach Walk, which I like, but I prefer the Tom Ford whatever it is, Soleil Blanc over that one. Anyways, this one is a really nice, cozy coffee scent. And I will say, I feel like it doesn't smell like straight up coffee. I feel like it smells like a coffee shop and like a girl in a coffee shop wearing a beautiful perfume. You don't know what it is, but it's like mixing with all the aromas in the air, like the coffee brewing, the lattes, the teas, the bakery goods, like all of that mixed together, and this girl is just sitting there at a table. Like, this is what she smells like. I don't know if that makes sense, but it doesn't smell like straight up coffee beans, okay? So it has a nice like creamy, milky quality to it, and it's really nice. I will say the longevity of this one isn't amazing. These fragrances are EDTs, I believe, so I think that is why. It's a very nice scent, but I don't think it's gonna project and last super long, at least where I live with the cold weather. But it's a beautiful fragrance. I love the bottles of these. I feel like they just look so pretty and just like minimal and classic looking. So let me pull up the notes. How many times is she going to say, let me pull up the notes? How many times? How many times? The website says that it has warm coffee and milk mousse accord, vanilla and light musk with fresh spearmint and lavender. So kind of like an aromatic, herbally coffee with milk. I don't know. That doesn't really sound that appealing, but I feel like it does smell really nice and gives you a cozy coffee shop vibe. So love that. Then this next one is actually a celebrity fragrance. It's from KKW Fragrance. I actually really do enjoy a lot of their scents. Not all of them, but a lot of them I do like, and I'm not a snob when it comes to fragrances. Like, if it smells good, I like it and I'll wear it. So this is the Chloe Sapphire scent, and this one is just really nice. It's like fresh, fruity, sweet. It kind of almost could be masculine. I don't know. But to me, it kind of smells like an orange creamsicle, like a grown-up orange creamsicle. It smells really nice. I think it has like a blueberry or like a marine accord to it. So it's still fresh, but it has that gourmand note at the base. So kind of like a warm vanilla at the base. But the top is like fresh and fruity. It has like some mandarin in there. And overall, it's just really nice. It's really pleasant. It's not the longest lasting of the bunch, but it does last fairly well on my skin. And it's a little bit more affordable than a bunch of the other fragrances. And I really like it. And I definitely prefer Chloe's versus Kim and Kourtney's. I tried all three. I gave Kim's to my best friend. That one is more floral, and it kind of reminds me of like a really nice hairspray. I mean that in a good way, but it smells just like a floral, fresh scent. And then Kourtney's, it's not that I didn't like it, but it was just too mature for me. It's not the vibe that I was going for. It's very deep, and I don't know, it's just not my style. Maybe I'll give it to my mom or something, but it smells good. It's just not my style. It kind of reminds me of maybe like a more vintage fragrance. So this one was definitely my favorite. And I think the bottles are super cute. I really wanted the green one to be my favorite because I love the color green and I love emeralds, but the sapphire ended up being my number one. And the notes for this one are Italian mandarin, blueberry, C notes, panettone, I don't know what that is, wisteria, Bulgarian rose, whipped cream, tonka bean, vanilla, and sandalwood. So overall, a really nice, fresh gourmand, if that makes sense. So I think we have 2 fragrances left and then we will be done. But this next one is actually a dupe or like a copycat of a high-end niche fragrance from Parfums de Mali called Dalina Exclusive. It's super expensive, and there's 2. There's Dalina and Dalina Exclusive. Dalina is definitely more of like a fresh, brighter smell, whereas Dalina Exclusive is more like gourmand and sweeter and deeper and darker. So this I love. I'm not sure if it's me, but when I wear it, I do get compliments. I just don't know if it portrays my personality correctly because it is a rose-based fragrance, and I'm not a huge rose person, but this smells like a sweet, like if a rose could be a dessert, like that's what this would smell like. Like it's a deep, like jammy, sweet rose mixed with like kind of like an incense vibe, like a little bit smoky and like dark and sultry. It smells really good, and I don't have anything like this. I believe there's oud in there, which is a kind of like polarizing type scent, but this one has just like a teeny tiny bit of it. Did I even tell you what this is? It is from the brand Layered, and it's called First Kiss Exclusive. So they also have First Kiss, which is supposed to be a copycat of Dalina, the original. The notes of this one are lychee, Turkish rose, vanilla, pear, agar wood, which is oud, incense, woody notes, amber, and bergamot. So if you're into something that's a little bit like unique and deep and a little bit incensey, then definitely check this one out. Or check out the original, which is Dalina Exclusive. But that one is super pricey. All right, and then the last and final fragrance is this one. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in stock when I post this video. It keeps selling out. Like, it's like all of the rage on the YouTube fragrance community, and like everyone is obsessed with it, men and women, and it's just, it's unlike anything I've ever smelled in my whole entire life. So I had to mention it, and I love it. I have gotten so many compliments every time I wear this. Like, somebody followed me through the grocery store to ask me, and then My best friend sprayed it when she was here, and then she went home and her husband was obsessed. Like, what is this fragrance? Okay, we need it. So this is from the brand Killian, and it's called Angel's Share. So not only is the bottle the most beautiful perfume bottle I've ever seen, like it looks like a little whiskey's glass, and I believe that's what Angel Share is. Like, it's some sort of whiskey term that I don't really know about because I don't drink whiskey. But the best way I can describe this is a sexual Cinnabon. Like the little shop in the mall that makes cinnamon buns, and you walk by and you smell that smell. That's what this smells like. And it's funny because the second I sprayed this, when I got it in the mail, it instantly transported me back to the mall that I used to go to in college. I don't know if they had like a Cinnabon that I used to walk by, but like the combination of all the smells in the mall, so maybe like the fragrance of the mall, like the fragrance counter at the mall, mixed with Cinnabon, that's what this smells like to me. If you love cinnamon, you need to try this. If you don't like cinnamon, probably steer clear because it definitely has a cinnamon feel. It lasts so long on my skin and in my hair, and it leaves a nice like trail, like an intoxicating trail behind you. Like when you wear this, people will turn their head and be like, even with the mask on, okay? And that's saying a lot. And so the notes of this are fairly simple, but the top note is cognac. The middle notes are cinnamon, tonka bean, and oak. And the base notes are praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. So I was a little bit nervous at first, thinking that it was just gonna smell like straight up whiskey, which I don't like the smell of whiskey, but it has like kind of like a woody, spicy feel to it. So it has the spice from the cinnamon, it has like the woodiness, I think, from the oak, and then the sandalwood, and then the base of it is like this like nutty vanilla, like praline vibe. And it's just unlike anything I've ever smelled, and it's like literally the epitome of fall and winter. Like to wear this on a date, or you know, just even during the day, honestly, because what are we even doing in life these days in 2020? Maybe 2021 will be a better time for this, but it just is so intoxicating, so unique. And if you can get your hands on it when it gets back in stock, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's so good. And the cinnamon is like kind of like a dry cinnamon, if that makes sense. All right, so that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've tried any of these or what your favorite fall and winter fragrance is. I know we're in like a weird time where like it's hard to like go out and smell fragrances. You have to like sniff them and snort them through a mask, which is not ideal, or you just blind buy online. So I know it's a weird time, but we still got to smell good, right? We can't give it up. We can't lose hope. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Ew, I don't even like saying the word winter. I don't even like saying the word. Don't talk to me about Christmas yet. I feel like that sometimes when it's behind me, it looks like I have like a Statue of Liberty vibe going on. I don't know. Maybe you weren't catching that vibe, but I was catching that vibe.